What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Sitting here in Memphis, Tennessee right now, and I wanted to give you an update on the self visa and the credit utilization factor. Now, one thing that I do like about the self visa and the self account as a whole is it does give you updates and keep you in the loop on your credit utilization and how you need to keep it at 33% or lower in order to positively impact your credit score, FICO score. And that is a very important part of doing that. Also keeps you in line with staying up to date on your payments. It gives you little warnings like, hey, your payment's coming due in X amount of days, blah, 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 whatever. But I can tell you from experience for a fact how important the credit utilization is and how it will positively or negatively affect your overall credit score. Now, with my self visa, what I do with it is I just use it regularly. I'm not setting out to max the thing out, but at $250 limit, at least on mine. I don't know if everyone's the same, but I'm pretty certain they're all the same. It's not hard to max that out, especially doing what I do. I drive a truck. You can obviously see I'm sitting in a truck right now, steering wheel right here, getting ready to take off in a little bit. But it's not hard for me to max that thing out because I spend money every day. Like I easily spend $2,000, upwards of $2,000 in fuel a week. And so it's not hard for me. And then I have supplies and everything else on top of that. And I use this as one of my tools in building my credit. Now, with that said, people will advise you not to max your credit card out. That is true. You should always try and stay away from maxing it out. However, maxing it out and carrying that balance to the next month is where it really comes into play. What I have noticed, and I guess I'm kind of guinea pigging myself here for a lot of people, but at the same time, some of this stuff isn't really explained the greatest, and I'm figuring it out on my own and just kind of relaying the information to help anyone else that is doing this as well. So if you haven't used Self Incorporated, feel free to use my link down below, and I will be rewarded for that. I'm not really concerned about that. If you don't want to use it or you want to go ahead and use a different link somewhere else, that's all that really matters, because the Self card will help you. The Self account will help you. Definitely. Now, on the credit usage, back to what I was actually getting at, here is the usage of it. I have maxed mine out, but then I immediately go back and pay it off. I never let this thing carry longer than a week for whatever reason. Never let it carry longer than a week, like 5 to 7 days, and it's paid right back off. And when you pay it, it generally goes like you make the payment today, the payment is available for you the very next day for usage or whatever, and updates on the account. Now, in doing that, I don't carry a balance month to month because I don't want to pay interest on money that is already mine just because I have an account with someone. Okay? That's just really ignorant. Now, what I can tell you is that in doing so, by keeping my credit utilization at 33% or lower, they monitor and report that every single month. Self does. And I know I've heard some people say that they don't report to all 3 credit bureaus. I am going to have to double check on that. I know that it's showing up on mine. All my credit reports, doesn't matter what one it is, TransUnion, Experian, and I forget the other one, but it's showing up on my credit report all the way across the board. Experian is the one who sends me the most updates, and I have an Experian Boost account as well. And that's where I'm getting this information from, is my credit utilization after 3 months, I noticed a change. So 3 months into using this card, I'm about to go on to a solid 4 months of using this card with Self. And every single month for those first 3 months, I kept it paid down. I would use it regularly. I would even max it out. But I would pay it off within 5 to 7 days and just keep that money revolving around, keep it revolving around. And, you know, I just don't carry a balance on it past my actual monthly pay date. And around that date, I try not to use it more than I have to, based on that simple factor right there. Now, FICO sent me on the 28th of January, Experian sent me an update on my FICO score. It says, you have a FICO score change and it has gone up. Okay, cool. I check it out. My FICO score has gone up 25 points. And that is a really good thing. Up 25 points. I'm sure anybody watching this would be like, heck yeah, 25-point gain. That's really good. And I wanted to know why, because I didn't know why. Well, I go back in and Experian Boost has given me also a reason as to why my credit score has gone up 25 points. So I click on that and I go in. It says your FICO score has gone up 25 points based upon your proper utilization of credit and keeping it at a 33% or lower. And I'm like, oh, heck yeah, you know, this is really starting to pay off. So that's why I wanted to give you this update right here and let you know that, again, through the Self Inc. CD loan program, that utilizing that, and at your 6-month mark getting the Self prepaid Visa, or secured Visa, I should say, and utilizing that and following everything that they show you, it's setting you up for success. If you follow it and keep your credit utilization down, you will start noticing gains. This is a very good way, at least in my experience, to build your credit and build it rather rapidly. I mean, yeah, I started out and I saw gains almost immediately with just the Self Inc. loan account, but then with the card added on top of that, you're just, you know, double tapping this thing and getting even more gains. So I can do nothing more than speak highly of it. I've read some bad reviews, but they're always based on people that sound like, you know, well, they weren't making their payments. And if you're not making your payments and keeping your credit utilization down, it's a given that this is going to negatively impact you. Don't treat it any differently than any other credit account. If you're doing poorly with it, yes, it's going to negatively impact you. Don't think they're just going to be like, oh, well, you had bad credit before, don't even worry about it. We just whatever. No, this is the whole purpose of this, is to rebuild your credit. And if you're sucking at that, then that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to end up going negatively on your credit report. So, like I was saying, for me, it's been nothing but a positive experience. My link is down below if you want to use it. If not, that's fine. I still recommend you going and looking up Self Incorporated and enrolling in their program, because not only will you save the money and you will get the money back minus your administration fees and whatnot, and I do believe the interest as well. But getting that account alone is going to, as long as you make your payments on time, is going to positively impact your credit score. Then when you come available for your upgrade to the self-secured card and do exactly as it's supposed to be done, don't carry a balance on it. If you max the card out, don't let it roll over. Pay it back down to at or under 33% utilization. Keep it at or under 33% credit utilization, but don't just get it and not use the card. You have to actively keep it going and moving around. And Use it, pay it back down. Use it, pay it back down. Simple as that. It's not hard. It worked for me. It can work for you as long as you do what you're supposed to be doing. So that was today's video right here on the card. It will work for you. It can work for you. All you have to do is follow your alerts, follow your emails, keep track of what you're spending and what you're doing. The Self Visa will help you rebuild your credit. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and use the link down below if you choose. And everyone have a great day. See you later.